Hi everyone, this is Frank Starling and Mrs. Starling,
Hi.
and today we're going to be doing a cologne review and a perfume review with a little bit of a different twist. We're going to have two different perspectives from each scent, and you can get kind of a male and female's perspective on how that scent is perceived.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first scent that we're going to be going to review is sent by Guess, which I've done previously on this channel, but I wanted to get Mrs. Starling kind of impression on it. And so to kind of walk you through what this scent smells like, I would say it's a little bit of like a light masculine scent. It's dynamic in the sense that there's lots of elements to it, and on the scale of men's fragrances, where you have musk being extremely masculine on one side and like the fruity fragrances, the light citrus scents on the other, I would put this probably 3/4 of the way up, leaning towards the musky side, but farther away from the citrusy side.
Yeah.
And I've been personally kind of drawn to this. I wear this cologne consistently on the weekends. I think because of that reason, that's where my own personal tastes kind of lie. I consider it like a good business casual cologne scent, and I don't know, it kind of sticks with the image that I try to perceive, and so that's why I'm kind of drawn to this cologne, but I'm curious to see kind of your perspective on it.
So, I think when you said that it's like a lightly masculine cologne, that makes perfect sense to me. Like, it's a little musky, but it's not too musky. It's just a teeny tiny bit of muskiness there, and it's not overbearingly, strong. It's light. Yet at the same time, I feel like there's some depth to it, like you said. So, yeah, I think it's a nice scent. I personally like scents that are a little bit more refreshing. This I would describe more as kind of like a warm scent, for lack of a better term, but it's nice. It's a nice one. So.
And so if you had to give it a rank on a scale of 1 to 10, what would it be?
I'd give it like a 6.
I'll give it a 7. That's where my and to back that up and to qualify that statement, I'd say that this is a really good cologne per ounce, like cologne for the price. In terms of, there are other colognes that I actually prefer and that I wear every day at work. So Jean Paul Gaultier, I'm probably butchering that name, but it's the one with the man's torso on the bottle.
Is that my favorite one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that I wear every day, every weekday. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, but it is pretty expensive. And so this you can usually find for much cheaper. And so I've definitely had this in my rotation, and something that I kind of try to supplement that more expensive cologne with, because I think it's actually on the same, would you agree that it's kind of on the same tier as that? It kind of goes for the same, it's in the same category, like the scent? Would you say that?
No, I think that one, if I'm remembering the correct cologne, the other one has a more of a refreshing scent. To me, personally, I have a different opinion. Like, that one's more refreshing. This one's more of like a warm scent. Is that what you're referring to, or?
So I would agree. I would agree that this is a more warm scent, and other colognes can have like a more refreshing. Would you classify this almost like a winter cologne?
Yeah, you could.
Okay. I don't necessarily get that vibe. I get the vibe that it can be warm in the sense of like comforting warm, not like a Burberry cologne that I consider like a
well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, this is, a 7 and a 6 cologne. I guess that's the ranking on that.
Mm-hmm.
So we also have a perfume that actually I got for her birthday.
Yes. So Nick got me. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh God. Okay. So Frank got me this a few years ago. It's called Alien, and we'll link the full name down below. It's some super long French name. And if you guys have watched some of the other videos, you know that I tend to be very busy. I don't have a lot of time to la-di-da with these scents and stuff. But when I do have the time and I want to pamper myself, I really do like this scent. So it's a nice, I really like jasmines. That's my favorite scent of all time. And Frank actually got this scent with that idea in mind. So this does have some jasmine-y undertone to it.
In the description online, it said that honeysuckle, I believe,
Yes.
and jasmine which they smell very similar.
Yeah.
Were the main
Yeah.
ingredients, and that's why I got this scent.
Yeah, so it's just, if you guys have smelled jasmine before, you know that it's just this florally scent, but there's just this refreshing quality that you don't get with any other flower, and I don't know how else to describe it, but I think that this perfume captures it pretty well. So I really like it. The only thing I will say about this perfume is it's pretty strong, and I'm not very used to wearing strong scents, so a little goes a long way. I just put a teeny tiny bit, just literally a teeny tiny bit, and that's enough to kind of last for a while. So I don't know if you wanted to smell it too.
So on smelling it,
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot more of this florally scent.
Mm-hmm.
And I will back up that just from kind of experience of seeing you wear this perfume, it does last all day, like 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
If you put it on in the morning, you'll definitely smell it still in the evening. So
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree with that. A little bit goes a long way with this.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that it has like a really sweet scent.
Yeah.
I think this is a perfume that you could easily overdo on.
Mm-hmm.
So some perfumes I find that are very, very light, and you could like douse yourself with it and you still kind of get that refreshing scent. This, I'd say like anything over 3 squirts with it, it would turn from being light and refreshing into kind of like stenchy. Like, because it's so strong when it comes out, even like
This was just one pump.
Yeah.
Literally.
And when I first smell it, like actually, this distance is probably the ideal smelling distance for it. When you get too close to where she sprayed it, it starts to, the smell actually starts to turn from pleasant into like concentrated. Into, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so what we're trying to say is that it's a nice smell, but use it just a little bit at a time, and then you'll be good.
And I get this really florally, and almost like I sense like a little bit of spice in that, like a little bit. Do you get that sense?
I don't know, I'm not the best
smeller
in general, but
yeah, I think
I get more of that honeysuckle jasmine smell personally, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think I sense like a little bit. It's there's a little bit of complexion to that. It's not straight jasmine. It's and I think it's layered with something that has like a little spice in it, like a little and it gives me a little bit more of like a warmer feeling.
Yeah.
So I also say that that's a good winter perfume, although it is a flower. Yeah. So
I agree.
If you had to give it a scale, a ranking on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you?
I'd give it a 7. How about you?
I want to give it a 10 because I got it, but I would actually give it a 7 as well.
It's really nice. It's just that you have to be careful not to overdo it, and I'm really sensitive to really strong smell. So. Yeah.
And I will say though, it's a very distinguished scent in the sense that there is nothing else like it. So I've actually researched this scent a lot before I got it, and there were reviews online of people, and it has actually happened to me because I actually sprayed it on myself. Tried it when I and I was walking by someone and they actually picked up. They knew it. It was Alien.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know. Maybe this was just a very gifted person. Their olfactory receptors were through the roof. But
they're probably wondering why you were wearing Alien too.
I don't know, but they picked it up. So I'm guessing that it's, I've never smelled anything like it.
I mean, so all in all, I think both of these perfumes, they're both really nice perfumes. This one you were saying is more kind of like a light, very lightly musky scent. But it's nice and sophisticated. This one's a nice, florally refreshing scent, but little goes a long way. Is that kind of...
Yeah, definitely. And I'd say with this one, you can definitely get away with like 3-4 squirts.
Oh.
And be okay. I usually do like one on my wrist, one on my neck, and one on my chest.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's overburdensome, or it tends to wear off. I'd say like 6 hours. It transitions into a lighter, like the musky slide scale. It tends to go a little bit lighter throughout the day.
I go for half a squirt.
Yeah. So
that's all I need.
So, well, thanks for watching, everyone. This is Frank Starling and Mrs. Starling. Take care and have a good day.
Happy holidays.